Hi again, I am Kamisha Dominique and welcome to another episode of Focus in 10. Focus in 10 is an in-depth and fun interview which features interesting people making an impact in business or in the arts today. Our guest is a medical doctor turned professional dancer. She has been featured in several articles for her work in dance. We will take a short break and we will be right back. At Detroit Tires Inc., it's our job to keep you going further for less. Listen to this great Christmas offer. Need to save money on quality tires for SUVs, pickup trucks, and commercial buses this holiday season? Come into Detroit. Get 20% off on the selected tires and 5% off on all car accessories. You have till December 40th to enjoy this great Christmas offer. Check in store at Kenfield Industrial Site. Season's greetings and Happy New Year from all of us at Detroit Tires Inc. Detroit's going further for less. At Detroit Tires Inc., it's our job to keep you going further for less. Listen to this great Christmas offer. Need to save money on quality tires for SUVs, pickup trucks, and commercial buses this holiday season? Come into Detroit. Get 20. Sade at Detroit Studios of CBN4. It's really nice having you in studios with us today. I feel totally honored to be here with you. I've seen your work. I've seen you in several YouTube videos. And I know that you were born in Dominica and you were raised in Jamaica. How would you say this influenced you in becoming the person you are today as a professional dancer?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me. I'm really happy to be here. In terms of how my background has influenced me in terms of who I am today, I think it's really about the rich culture that I'm from, and I'm fortunate enough to have both Dominican heritage and a lot of Jamaican culture in me, ingrained in me, just from that's where I was trained as a dancer. That's where I got my entire education in Jamaica. But I've always been very influenced by Dominican culture and where I'm from, especially through my father, and my mother. They've always reminded us of where home really is, and that is here in Dominica.
All right. So you spoke about your father, and a lot of us know that who your father is. But tell us more. I know he's a strong cultural icon, but
how do you think him being your father, because you started studying as a medical doctor,
Yes.
and then you turned around and end up in the arts, which
Exactly.
is where your father is right now. He's known for the arts. Did you think his influence really
Yes.
propelled you?
The
into
answer is
arts?
yes, absolutely. Both him and my mother, I have to give her a lot of credit as well, because she was the one who drove all her children back and forth to music classes, dance classes. She took me to gymnastics classes. Anything that was available in Jamaica with the arts, she made sure that after school we had 2-3 activities per day, just being trained in the arts. We went to the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts in Kingston, Jamaica, which has dance school, music school, art school. So we were involved in everything. And my father's impact, of course, growing up every single weekend, you know, he was either painting, we were sitting down posing, he would draw us, you know, we would have art competitions, you know, with me and my brothers. I was always in the theater, you know, watching him direct plays. I was always, I remember learning some of his plays line by line. I could just recite
because
them.
you were there.
I was there I would try to be at every single rehearsal. Not even try to be, it was just part of growing up. You know, I would say I grew up in the theater, I grew up around art. Our walls were always covered with paintings, and you know, just it really enveloped me in my youth. So I think it was almost natural that, you know, all of us became artists, you know. So the whole medical thing is more of a mystery than the fact that I became a dancer, you know, yet somehow they're surprised that I'm a dancer, you know. I mean, to me, it was just such a natural thing. However, you know, I have to admit, you know, I was always very academically inclined.
And you were the valedictorian.
I was,
I saw.
yeah. So I think how that happened was I kind of overcompensated in medical school, because when I was in about third year, that was when I was really sure I was going to move to New York and try to become a dancer. So my parents and family and friends really encouraged me to finish the medical degree. I had a full scholarship at the time, so it was, you know, it made sense to finish the degree.
How challenging it was for you to still be dancing and pursuing your medical degree.
Well, that's what I was saying, where I think I overcompensated because it was so important to me to continue dancing that I danced with a company throughout my entire medical training. I danced with the company dance theater under the artistic direction of Tony Wilson, who is the man I think who kind of really pushed me to become a dancer and made me know that I had, you know, potential and star quality, you know, because I was one of his soloists and leads in his company. But for me, I had to, because I was always going to rehearsals and running back and forth to rehearsals and performances, I would go home thinking that while I was dancing, everybody else was studying. So now I had to play catch up and study even harder to keep up with my medical class. But it turns out.
So at what moment you told yourself it's all worth it, even if you're doing medical school and dancing, and you brought yourself that moment when you told yourself it's all worth it, I'm going to stick to dancing and pursue that and become a professional at that. Take us back to that moment when you may have said this to yourself.
Well, I knew, like I said, it wasn't about my third year of medical school where I was introduced to dancers in Jamaica who had gone abroad and who really showed me that there is a possibility to have a career in dance. And so I just knew that it was something I wanted to try. And I guess I think the moment I knew it was all worth it would have been the time that I got my first acceptance into a dance company.
And that was which dance company?
Garth Fagan Dance is my first dance company in the United States, I should say, as a professional, paying, salaried dancer. That to me is the moment where you say, I did it. This was the dream. This was what I wanted to do. I wanted to get paid to dance, and that's what I achieved. So I guess that would have been in 2011, I think. And so, yeah, that was when I got my first contract and signed my first contract and was a professional dancer.
So apart from being a professional dancer and a medical doctor, what other inspirations do you have or you follow apart from all of that? Your medical thing and your your dancing?
What other
aspirations do you follow? You teach as well.
I teach as well. I've also started exploring the world of visual art. I've started drawing a little bit. So that's something that I'm not really sure where I'm going with that. It was something that kind of just happened. But that's something I'm very interested in. But right now I'm really, really focused on continuing my career in dance. It's something that I really, really love to do, and I'm just trying to get on stage and stay on stage and see the world through dance. That's my dream. I've always wanted to travel, and I do a lot of traveling, but I want to travel using dance. That's my main thing. I want to dance with different companies throughout the world. I want to explore dance throughout the world. Choreographed in different places in the world. So
at this point, has dance provided you with all these opportunities to travel and?
Absolutely, yes.
So
I mean,
where have you been? What places have you been?
I've been to Thailand, I've been to Brazil, I've been to
Dancing,
Europe.
teaching.
Well, that's the thing. These have been my own explorations at this point, but I really want to I really look forward to dancing in those places. That has been more my own explorations, but like
dancing as a group with your team.
With my company, we toured the U.S. So we toured, we say regionally in the United States, and basically all of U.S. north, south, east, west. We were all over the United States. So that's what
you're back home.
Yes.
For the holidays.
Yes. And Mommy's happy.
And you're ready to I would almost say give back.
Absolutely.
What you have learned.
Yes.
What lessons has dance taught you?
Okay, many. I mean, I think dance is kind of the ultimate fusion of athleticism and discipline. You have to be so smart, so committed, so focused, and also extremely physically ready. You know, you have to be trained, you have to be technically sound, so it's a combination of everything.
Physically ready. Mm-hmm. What is your morning routine like?
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let me tell you about last night. Daddy has a bicycle, a stationary bike, so I did about an hour of that. And then I did a bunch of stretching and ab exercises and push-ups. So, I mean, I'm always finding ways to work out. But with the company that I danced with for 5.5 years, Garth Fagan Dance, we train 8 hours a day, 2 company classes a day, which are 2-hour classes per day. So that's 2-hour classes per day. Let me really give you a good idea. It's a lot of work.
That's a lot of school for you too.
Yeah, well, it's not quite school. It's our job to keep our bodies in shape. So we're constantly training in the technique. We're constantly exercising and working out and really just making sure that we are extremely strong, and we develop what we call muscle memory, which is that even if you're thinking about your shopping list and all the things you have to do, your body kind of goes into automatic mode where it just knows how to dance and it knows what it needs to do. So
you say it's a constant learning process.
It's constant learning, constant training, constant focus. I mean, everything, it really never ends. In fact, just being on holidays, if I'm not careful, when I get back in the studio, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. I'm not 19 anymore where I can just jump out of bed and dance. I have to really, really take care of my body, watch what I eat. Everything has to constantly, it's like we always say, you're not just a dancer when you're on stage, you're a dancer every day of your life. You have to constantly live your life as a dancer.
So you teach, and you're here. You'll be teaching as well. Yeah. But what in your journey to Dominique, which schools did you teach at? Which students? And
never schools here, but I did work with Whitey Kubuli dancers.
No, in overseas, in New York, what schools you worked with?
Okay, so I was with the Ailey School. That's where I got my training. In Jamaica, I taught with Tony Wilson, like I said, the Dance Center, the Company Dance Theater. I did a talk at the Edna Manley once. I'm trying to go back. But my main teaching experience, I have to say, again, was with Garth Fagan Dance with his school. I taught every age group from 8 to 12-year-olds. I taught the Fagan technique, beginners group, advanced group. I taught an over 30 group, which is my favorite. They're the most fun. So I have a lot of experience teaching all age groups, and it's something that I've really grown a passion for. I love to teach dance.
What's the Fagan technique?
Okay, the Fagan technique is an Afro-Caribbean modern technique. It's very postmodern, but it uses a lot of the technical precision of ballet, but it incorporates it with that grounded earthiness of African movement. So he really fuses a very highly technical movement with very rhythmical, grounded, earthy movements. So it's a lot of polyrhythms, but a lot of speed, agility, high jumps, flexibility. I mean, everything is incorporated in it, and it's a very, what we call postmodern, where his work is extremely abstract. But one thing, if you've seen the Lion King Broadway show, you see, because he was a choreographer, the Tony-winning award choreographer of The Lion King, and that's where you get a really good taste of his technique and the versatility and athleticism of the dancers.
Okay. So that's very interesting, and we'll take a break. When we come back, you will find out more about what Sade Booley has to offer you in Dominica while she's here for the Christmas.
At Detroit Tires Inc., it's our job to keep you going further for less. Listen to this great Christmas offer. Need to save money on quality tires for SUVs, pickup trucks, and commercial buses this holiday season? Come into Detroit. Get 20% off on the selected tires and 5% off on all car accessories. You have till December 40th to enjoy this great Christmas offer. Check in store at Kenfield Industrial Site. Season's greetings and Happy New Year from all of us at Detroit Tires Inc. Detroit's going further for less. At Detroit Tires Inc., it's our job to keep you going further for less. Listen to this great Christmas offer. Need to save money on quality tires for SUVs, pickup trucks, and commercial buses this.
Thanks for staying with us. We're speaking here with Sade Booley, well-known professional dancer, and she's back home, and she'll be conducting a workshop very soon. But it's not the first time you're coming home to conduct a workshop. Sure. You did so some years ago.
Yes.
How did that go? How did the public respond to you?
It was wonderful. I mean, I worked with mostly the dancers from Whitey Kubuli, who are just so talented and eager and focused and hungry to get information. So that was wonderful. I mean, I really worked them. We were on the Arawak stage, and we had some really great classes. I also worked with some younger dancers at the Old Mill. I remember that too. I've done a few, maybe 2 or 3.
And this time you're back?
Yes, I am back. I am back.
And you're ready to give back.
Absolutely.
What age groups you'll be working with?
Okay, so we are trying to target an 8 to 12-year-old age group, which we'll have in the mornings, 9 to 11 a.m. And then we will do, okay, so it's going to be at the Old Mill Dance Studio up the hill, right? It's a beautiful big space. I went to look at it yesterday. Yeah, it's really even changed since the last time I was there. So it's really, really nice. Mirrors, bars, good floor, everything. So it's a good space. So we're going to be there. So 8 to 12-year-olds from 9 to 11 a.m. Then we will have 12 to 18-year-olds between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. And then we're going to come back in the evening, and between 7 and 9 p.m. we're going to have 18-year-olds and older. And that's what it's going to be for now. But when I see everyone on Monday, the 2nd of January 2nd, I may adjust the classes a little bit and definitely have all the advanced ones together, all the advanced dancers together in the evening session. And we'll mix it around a little bit. But for now, that's what we're working with. So age 8 and up. And I've had many parents saying, my daughter is 7.5, can she come? So we're going to give priority to people with dance experience, but eventually, I mean, if there's space, we will allow, 7-year-olds, a slightly younger age group, and then people with less experience to absolutely come in, register. We would like as many people to come.
So you want to work with those who already have a great interest in dance and they know something about dance.
We are going to give those persons priority with registration.
So your dates, the dates?
January 2nd to 6th.
Everybody all the age groups will fit into it?
Yes, Monday to Friday. It's going to be 5 days, 2-hour classes each day.
And you will have an exciting co-teacher, I would say.
Yes, absolutely.
Choreographer.
Yes. So Momo Sano is coming down, and this is his first time to Dominica. Who is
Momo Sano?
Okay, he is a dancer who is from Romania, Eastern Europe. So he's coming a very long way to be with us. And he has a lot of experience in both ballet and modern contemporary dance. He's a choreographer. He's an independent artist right now, but he has performed in 2 productions of The Lion King, the Broadway hit The Lion King, both in the Netherlands and in Germany. And he also used to dance with my company, Garth Fagan Dance, which is how I met him. And he has also done a lot of work in the Caribbean. He worked in Haiti with Jean Guy's company. He's worked with the National Dance Theatre Company in Jamaica. So he has a lot of experience. He has more experience than me, I should say, just in terms of versatility and the range of work he has done from both commercial to concert dance. I have strictly been a concert dancer, as we call it, working with a company. So he has a lot of experience with choreography.
He will be focused on every age group?
Yes, he will be teaching all age groups as well. His style is very different from mine, so I like that because the dancers will have both, a taste of both worlds. I'm very athletic and, technically.
What's your style like?
But like I said, it's I love Afro-Caribbean movement. I want to keep that here. But we are going to get some technique training in, ballet, everything. It's going to be, I'm trained in Horton, Graham, ballet, everything. So we will incorporate a lot of styles and get people moving. And Momo is a free spirit. He's going to want to pull out your own self-expression through dance. Exactly. Yes. He's great at improvisation. So he's going to teach techniques of how to just feel your body and move through it and express yourself. So it's going to be a really beautiful 2 hours because you'll get, everything.
So I'm sure a lot of us we are looking forward to that, especially the young ones and those who already love to dance. Yes. I know we have few dance companies here. We have Sankofa dancers.
And Sankofa, I'm so excited that there's a second company. I don't know any of the dancers. Yes. I'm really excited to meet them. So I really hope people register.
Your first time, one of the Sankofa dancers participated.
Who's that?
She's my friend. She's Donella.
Hi, Donella. Am I seeing her again? Is she coming?
I don't know.
She better come.
But she did have some. Donella. She had some really good reviews, and she's from Sankofa Dancers. Good. So just remind them again, the listening audience, the watching audience out there, remind them your workshop, the dates, the age groups, and where.
Okay, so the workshop is going to be January 2nd to 6th, Monday to Friday. Classes are 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for the 8 to 12-year-olds, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. for the 12 to 18-year-olds, and 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. for the 18 and over age group.
Okay.
May I thank who do I need to thank? I need to thank Dominique Institute of Fine Arts. I need to thank Kaz Quayle Productions. And I need to thank the Cultural Division. They are the ones who are producing the workshop. So big thanks. Thank you for having us again, myself and Momo. And we look forward to seeing all the dancers come out. All Dominica dancers, anyone who even just wants to dance and experience dance and move their bodies and, you know, exercise off all that Christmas ham and all of that. Exactly, you know.
You're
come
dancing
out.
already.
Can I really encourage people to register? Register early. We really are curious to get an idea of the numbers. And I know the culture here is very laid back. I understand people take their time. They're going to show up on Monday, the 2nd of January. But please, if you can, call 276-7584 and register, or go to the Old Mill and you can register there. Fill out your forms, register early, secure your spot. We really don't want to have to turn away people because of numbers. So come, register
Give us a number
early.
again, because some persons may have missed it.
276-7584.
Okay.
That's the number to call.
Any email contact?
Yes, let's contact Kai Bully, KAIBULLY at hotmail.com. I am so not confident about that, but I think that's right. I'm going to say yes. That's the email. But Old Mill can help you out.
Just
that
go to the
phone
Old
number.
Mill.
Old Mill, yeah.
Okay.
Just go there.
All right, so we're about to wrap things up, but
Yeah.
before we do so, just any words you'd like to give, any words of encouragement, words of advice, words of acknowledgement to anyone out there, anything you'd like to say as we wrap up?
You know, I think what I represent, I realize as an artist and as a dancer, especially from Dominica, is just this belief that anything you want, you can do in life. You know, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a dancer, whatever you choose to be, don't let anyone tell you it's not possible, you won't get paid, you won't be able to live, you won't be able to survive. That's all nonsense, okay? Or it will be too hard, you will never get into the school, no one will hire you. Anything you want to do, anything you dream of, do it. Follow your heart and work until you get it. It's all possible. So that's my advice to anyone. Whatever you want to do, go for it, do it.
So here you have it, Dominica. So thank you for watching Focus in 10 this evening. Thank you for watching CBN4. We will be back with you for another Focus in 10 on Monday. So stay right here with us.